Welcome my friends to part 1 of Valheim, a new huge open world co-op Viking survival RPG game that you can also play solo as well. You can play with up to 10 friends in PvE, and you can even toggle PvP with your friends to raid each other. But this game is based on Viking mythology and it has lots of bosses to take down. You can build ships to sail the vast open world, but do take care of the sea monsters because they will destroy you. You can build houses, castles, mead halls, and of course, perfect crafting skills. The world is also completely randomly generated, and it has different biomes from marshlands, crypts, caves, woodlands, lava, and snowy mountains, each with their own weather systems. You can also toggle on and off PvP with your friends and raid each other. I'm about to start a new game with you guys, but from what I've played so far, it has been amazing. And if you guys like what you see and you really want to see this game take off from early access, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. That's going to push this video out to new players and really support the developers. Alright, let's start out by starting a new game. Let me show you the quick character creation and then I want to show you the size of the map. I should also mention any progress you make and any level ups and skills and gear you get, you can actually take that from your own server and you can take it to your friend's server, to my server, to anyone else's server. So your character is like its own thing. It's kind of like an MMO in that sense. And pretty much in this episode, I'll be taking you through a full starter guide on everything you need to do to start playing the game, understand it, crafting good weapons like a bow, and also how to take on the first boss. So let's start out by making a new character. You can be male or female. You're going to be a male. And you can obviously change your skin tone as well. It's pretty simple because of the art style, which I actually really like. It's very like Minecraft and very charming. Now, do you know what? Let's start off with the beard because that's the most important part about any Viking. I've landed on long one and I already know that's going to be my option. Or thick one. There better be a top knot. Oh yes, we've got the top knot. That's good to see. And hair tone. So it seems like you can change your blondness and also your hair tone. I kind of want ginger hair though, so I kind of need like an extra dial to make it red, I think. That's as close as I can get for now, I believe. So let's go with that. We're going to call ourselves ESO Danny, because that is my name. And we're done. So we can go ahead and start. And now we're going to get the world selector. So I can go ahead and make a new world, and I can call it ESO Danny, like so. Now, what I will probably do at some point is I'll make a server, a community server, which you can also do with a password so you guys can all join and we can have fun together. Well, let's go ahead and start our adventure. And then I'll show you guys how huge the map is. But as the world loads, here's a word from our sponsor. Now, if you, like me, can't watch your favorite Netflix series because it's locked to another country, today's sponsor is going to solve your problem and many more. Surfshark is a virtual private network for your phone or any desktop browser, and you can share the account between multiple devices. And what it does is it stops people seeing your internet search history, taking your passwords, and it will also change your IP to hide your identity. But the best feature is unlocking your favorite Netflix series and YouTube videos that are country locked. Like if you can't watch Friends, just swap your country to the UK and now you can. And then if you switch it to India, a ton of other series become available that you never even knew existed. Like Fantastic Beasts. You can use this exact same method to get video games for cheaper, watch your favorite anime series, or even watch country-locked videos on YouTube. It's really easy and you can try it out for yourself. Use my code ESO to get 83% off and your first 3 months for free. Surfshark even has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there's no risk to just trying this out right now with the link in the description below. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split their boughs that held the prisons of the World Tree and left it to drift unchawed, a place of exile. For centuries, this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors, dead to the world. they would be born again in Valheim. Taking us to Valheim is this harpy-looking raven. We're currently flying over the world that's been randomly generated in a storm, and it looks epic. We're turning left now. Sorry if there's any FPS drop or anything, by the way, guys. The game's in early access, so they're still optimizing it. I just have to put up with it for a bit. It's very Dark Souls, isn't it? The intro. I love it. I bring tidings. I can see a procedurally generated house in the distance. Let me show you the map, guys. So, as you can see, if I move, that's how far I move on this map, alright? It's tiny, right? So, if I go ahead and zoom out, that's the entire map. It's massive. This was the area we flew in on, okay? To give you like an idea. It's huge. And it's cool as well. It looks beautiful. And I'll explain what these objects are around us in a moment. But this is what a finished map looks like to give you an idea. You can see in the northern regions, you've got like the Antarctic sort of biomes. And then the lava area in the south and all the areas like marshland in between. The developers are even adding in areas as well, like new biomes and things to explore. Each one of these areas has their own enemies and everything. So the map is massive. I think it would take you at least a few hours to reach the edge of it. Which I have not done yet. So let's go and talk to our raven friend Hugin. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you on your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. Very well. So the Forsaken are the bosses that exist. Currently, I believe there are 9 bosses in the game, but I could be wrong. I think they're going to add more as well. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Eikthyr, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. He is indeed a mighty beast, and I have actually killed him once before, and I'll explain how you can do the same. So if we click on that tombstone, you guys can see he's actually going to appear randomly. And he's actually very close by for me, but usually he's a little bit further away. So we can go over there and summon him. But you do need, I think, 2 deerhead trophies to actually summon him. So let's go ahead and look back on the map. Talk to the raven. And you can see each one of these sacrificial stones, after you killed the boss that is related to it, you can put the trophy on here. And I don't know what happens after you've done that, but maybe something happens with this kind of runestone altar. Also, the only thing that's going to be the same for everyone's game, every time you die, you're going to spawn back on these standing stones in the middle of the map. That is the only thing that's going to be the same. Everything else is completely different each time you load up the game in a new world. So instead of like reading all these tutorial tips, I'm just going to explain to you guys what we can do. So we're going to go ahead and punch the trees around here to get some wood. And now we've obtained some wood and we can craft some stuff with it. You've also got skills in the game. It kind of works like Skyrim. So each time you sort of punch and destroy something, your unarmed skill is actually going to increase. So I recommend punching a few trees to begin with just to grab some wood, and then we need to get some stones as well. So to find some stones, just run around, look on the ground, and you can pick up the stones like that. First thing we want to do is grab some stones so we can build an axe. It seems like there's a ruined building just over here as well, and what the hell? I don't know if these things are friendly. Oh god. It's not friendly. Oh god! Jesus. There is a grayling attacking us. And some kind of frog creature. If we die, at least we get spawned right next to our location anyway. I don't know what that is, but it hurts quite a bit. So we need to be careful around here. But it seems like someone's already built a house on stilts here that we can actually probably repair. It's got a beehive in it, so okay, let's not go there yet because it will poison us. We spawned in quite a dangerous place, my friends, but don't worry, I will protect you. I will tell you some tips. You can also see some boars over there in the distance, which we will need to kill. You can also stealth and sneak in this game as well, but for now we're just going to carry on picking up rocks because we really need to make ourselves a weapon. We can also pick up branches as well, as you can see. I feel like we spawned in a really dangerous area. So now if you press tab, you can go ahead and craft yourself a stone axe, which we need to chop down trees. Trees are the most dangerous thing in the game, by the way, as I'll explain. So now if we press the 2 button, we can equip our axe, and then we can start chopping down a tree. We've improved our wood cutting skill. You can craft so many things in this game, by the way. Like, you can make kite shields, different types of armor, different types of houses. Make sure the tree doesn't fall on you, by the way. As you can see, it's got stuck on another tree. The physics in this game is actually pretty damn impressive. So we're just going to like carry on chopping down this log right now to separate it from the trees up there. Oh god, okay, it's chopped down. Some of the tree is now stuck in that tree. And you need to be careful of rolling logs because if they hit you, they actually do a lot of damage. It's also another easy way to destroy buildings. Oh, hello, Greyling. I see you're trying to kill me. No worries. Now we have an axe, we do tons of damage. So, you know, we can take care of these enemies. And as you venture sort of further out into the wilderness here, you will find that you get more and more powerful enemies and whatnot attacking you. So do take care. There's some flint here as well. Near water you can find flint, which we will need to craft things in the future. So it's kind of nice that we've spawned near water as well. This crow, by the way, is going to give you tutorial tips. So now he's saying I can actually craft myself a hammer, which is the next thing I want to craft. And also, I want to craft myself a club as well, so I can actually defend myself. Because clubs do a lot of damage, and you also have club skill as well, which is pretty useful to level up. So now we've got a hammer, we've put it in our number 3 slot. I can go ahead and equip it, and if I right-click, you can see I can craft myself a crafting bench, but I need a little bit more wood. Timber! So that tree is falling. So let's equip our hammer and then we can build our little workbench just here. You can rotate it and, you know, build it pretty much wherever you like. I'm going to go ahead and build mine just here. And now the bird is going to tell us you can now build some more complex items with your workbench. Great, I already knew that bird. But before we can use it, it actually needs a roof. So let's go ahead and get out our hammer once again. And now we need to craft ourselves a wall. Now the easiest way to do this is literally just craft a wall around the workbench like so. So this is pretty easy to do because this game has like a really nice sort of snap to system like this. And you can just go ahead and position the wall around your workbench. And then we need to give it a roof. So I'm going to use this thatch roof just here. I mean, the building system is really easy. Oh my god! Whoa, Jesus. Put another one here, and then we need this triangle section just here so we can finish off this building. There we go, almost done. But yeah, if you build something in the wrong place, like, don't worry about it. You can literally just destroy it again and you get all your materials refunded. Like, the game doesn't punish you like that. It's a super beginner-friendly survival game. So now we can actually use our workbench and we can craft ourselves. I recommend crafting a hoe, because you use this to basically do a little bit of terraforming. And also, if you press this repair item, for free, you can repair your items. So my axe is almost broken. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. And it's just going to repair like my armor. And now it repaired my axe. And just keep pressing it and repair everything. So make sure all your items are like up to scratch and repaired. And now I'm going to equip my hoe. And as you guys can see, I can actually terraform the area around me. So if you want everything to be the same level, what you need to do is you need to stand on a higher level area, and then you just need to go ahead and click. And as you guys can see, it will then make it the same level, like so. You know, I'm like literally building a sort of hill barricade just here, and now I've got like a mountain going up towards my my little shack area that I've made here. So that's basically how you terraform. It's super easy. And you can see I can now actually make a flint axe as well. So to get flint, you need to go and find a water source on the map. And obviously you already know where to get wood. So you can see there's a lake that we actually flew over on our way in. I can make my way over there to go and grab myself some materials. Alright, so the next thing we need to do, because as you can see my health is only 11 right now, is we need to find some food. So I'm going to show you some pretty easy way you guys can find some food. We're going to equip our club for this. And if you just run into the bush here, you can actually find some berries. They'll spawn randomly in the forest, so if you run around for a bit, you'll find some berries. It's the easiest, safest form of food to get, but I'll show you how to do a sneak attack kill in a moment because it's a really good way of killing deers. But now we have some berries. They give you 10 health and 20 stamina, and they also regenerate 1 health per second. So if I go ahead and eat this, you can see my maximum health is now increased, and we will slowly now regenerate our health up to the new maximum. Now, if you get some meat and you kill an animal, you can increase your health even further. This little icon on the left here is actually just your stamina. So basically, the more food you eat, the more maximum stamina and health you get. You don't starve in this game. This isn't a survival game that punishes you for like not eating, but you're going to want to eat because you're going to want to have that health boost increase. And they last for like, I think 1,000 seconds or something, which is obviously a long time. So now I want to find some animals to go ahead and hunt. And I believe I saw some boar over the other side of the clearing here. So let's, yeah, look, there's one over there. So now I'm going to wait for my stamina to regenerate. And we're going to go ahead and sneak attack this boar in the distance. Obviously, if I die, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and sneak right now. And I've increased my sneak skill. I'm going to walk over to this boar and just yeet it from behind right now. I get an increase in damage because of my sneak attack there. And I can also go ahead and pick up its leather scraps and meat. I'll show you how to cook in a moment. But first, I want to try and take out this other boar over here so we can get even more food. Now, the thing about boars is they're easier to hunt because they will attack you like that. But if you get a sneak attack on them, you kill them in one hit with a club. So it's like pretty damn good. So make sure you pick up the leather scraps that they drop. And now we're going to pick up some rocks as well. And we're going to go back to our campsite and I'm going to show you guys how to cook food, which is obviously an essential survival skill, my friends. And if you guys are enjoying this video so far, do go ahead and subscribe. I want to make this a whole series. And if you didn't like the video at the start, please do so because I really want to see this game do well. It's like one of the best survival games I've played, and especially like when you play it with your friends, like it's amazing. So let's equip our hammer and then we're going to go to crafting, miscellaneous, and we can make a fire. So I'm just going to make my fire just over here like so. And you will need fuel to actually carry on burning the fire. And then if I add some more wood, it's going to increase the amount fire fuel on it. However, the wood lasts for ages, so don't worry about it too much. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and craft a cooking station. So my friend showed me a tip about this. If you place it slightly to the side, you can actually go ahead and put 2 of them over the same fire, meaning that you can like cook stuff even faster basically. So now if I go ahead and press E, I'm going to add some meat onto the fire. Now currently I only have 1 piece of meat, but when you add meat to the fire, you're going to want to watch it and you'll see it like just change color. If you leave it on there too long, it will burn and you'll get ash instead, which obviously isn't useful to you at all. I'm just going to wait for this to cook. And now you see it's just cooked there. So I'm going to pick that up and it's going to give me an increase to my health of 40 and 30 more stamina. And it also gives me 2 health per tick. Now, if I eat this as well, like so, that's going to increase my health even further. And it also stacks with the raspberries as well. So, you know, if you eat 2 pieces of meat, it doesn't give you double the benefits. You can only have like 1 active at once. So now I have 2 pieces of different food active. It increases my health even more. And you guys can see how much more stamina and health I'm going to be getting from that. So that's basically how that works. What I want to craft next is a flint knife and a crude bow. So obviously we're going to want to find some water, and there's a pond just down here for me. So I'm going to go and scavenge the area for some local flint. So if I just walk around any pond or body of water, you should see some flint nearby on the ground. Like just here, there's some flint, so go ahead and grab that because we need it. There's also some enemies here we can take down, and I've got enough health to easily kill these guys now, so I don't need to worry about it. You can also see, because it's nighttime, my character actually feels cold, which gives me a reduction to stamina, but aside from that, it doesn't actually matter, so just ignore it for now. You can also craft yourself a bed, by the way, but I've just not bothered to do that. I mean, the game looks really beautiful, in my opinion. The moonlight, like, I love the art style. It's very charming. We can see we've just found another random construction. It seems to be a well. I don't know if there's anything underground. But consider, like, a lot of people always worry when you have, like, a procedurally generated world that it's going to be, like, very boring to walk around. I've not found this game boring at all. I found it actually very interesting and exciting, and there's lots going on. A mushroom. Very nice. Going to use that for crafting later. Yeah, Rex, son. Ah, okay, so here we have a bird. So I'm actually going to sneak behind this creature so I can kill it, otherwise it will fly away. Oh, damn, it flew away. Alright, let's go ahead and cook all the stuff that we found. As you guys can see, I got 20 flint from our little nighttime adventure along the coast there. We can now craft ourselves a flint knife, a flint spear, or a flint axe. The flint knife has an additional parry bonus, a knockback effect, and a ×10 backstab effect. So essentially, if you backstab someone with this, you do tons of damage to them. So it's like the ultimate sneaky hunting weapon in that sense, before you get yourself a bow. Pair this to the club. That has a 3x backstab damage. So now we're on day 2, my friends, and as you can see, the sun is just rising. Now, the next thing we want to do today is we actually want to go ahead and go to Ecthir's Shrine, which is located just over there. So let's wait for our stamina to come back, and then we're going to go ahead and sneak behind this deer and see if we can kill it, because we need the deer trophies to activate the shrine to summon the first boss. There we go. You see, one hit kill. Perfect. And make sure you look around on the ground. You see it's actually dropped a deer trophy, and we need 2 of those to summon the boss. The attack speed on the knife is also really fast, so you can actually take things down really easily, which is nice. But anyway, let's go over to the shrine here, because the Raven is here to tell us about it. You have found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering at their altar and they will come. Be wary though, the Forsaken are not easy prey. So craft a wicked weapon, don your finest armor, and eat a healthy meal before engaging them in combat. So if you go ahead and walk over here and read the runestone, you can see hunt his kin. So that's telling us we need to hunt deer and get the deer trophy to actually summon him. And then we can go ahead and place it on the altar just here, and he'll actually get summoned. I'm not going to do that right now because we're not ready. We need to craft a bow first. And to actually craft a bow, we need to kill boar. So we need to hunt at least, I think, 8 boar to get 8 boar skin, and then we can craft ourselves a bow. So I've found a small herd of boars over here. We're going to have to be careful with these ones because there's a lot of them. There's also an old abandoned house in the distance there in the fog. Oh, Jesus. Knife is very effective, though. Let's start getting this one. This should be a great source of boar. Usually you don't find them all like in one area like this. Oh, he's going to spot me. Damn. But taking them out one at a time is a lot easier, obviously. Get wrecked. You can see another 2 over here. There's tons of them. It's nuts. Dude, 40 damage. Jesus. Just run up to the boars and shank them because they don't run away. So I have 7 leather scraps, but I need at least 1 more to actually craft a boar trophy. There's also a runestone just here, and we can translate this. This land is hard and wild, but we who are brought here are harder still. Take comfort, traveller, in the gifts before you, the wood and the stone, the fruits and the flowers of the forest. Take also the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire. Oh, I didn't know that. So if we use a torch, then they'd actually run away from us. These lore stones basically give you lore about the world if you didn't know. They can also be taught to obey you. Go quietly to them and let them eat your stock. Roots of the ground are their pleasure. So you can actually feed them and then they become like companions. Which I did know, but I've not actually tried it out myself yet. I actually just want their leather scraps right now, so that's why I'm killing them all. But we could have had a nice amount of friendly boars. Okay, there seems to be an entrance on the other side here, so let's go and walk round. Nothing inside, but could put a bed in here and just use it as a house. By the way, if you come across things like this on the map and you want to mark it on your map, just select one of the icons on the corner of the map just here. And then click, and then you can see small shack, we're going to call it. And then you can see it's actually labeled on the map now, so you can find these unmarked locations again if you want to find them. And the mist has actually cleared, which is rather beautiful, to be honest. Now I can see a lot further what I want to hunt. There's also some abandoned buildings here. Obviously, with procedural generation, sometimes it kind of ends up that the house sort of like sits over an edge awkwardly. But you can fix that with terraforming if you have the hoe. Oh, so we have some amber, flint, and a torch. Let's go ahead and take all of that. And there's another one up here as well. You can also craft chests and store stuff in it, and obviously like a bed as well. Oh, I've improved my jump skill to level 1. Oh, feathers. Okay, we need those to make better arrows, which is going to help us with the boss next episode, I think. Okay, let's take this boar out. Get wrecked, son. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of damage. Hello there, battle brother. Boom. If we head back to base camp, we should very easily be able to... Oh, okay, so we've now entered the Black Forest. Black Forest is basically like a higher level area, so everything here will pretty much kill you pretty easily. There'll be undead and stuff like that. By the way, this is the Tree of Life, if you were wondering what that tree is in the sky. Oh, you see, there's a skeleton. I would have thought skeletons are killable with blunt damage, so I guess I'm going to try that out right now. But before I do, let's quickly eat some food. So we've got a buff tracker. And as you can see, it's a lot more tanky. But if I just go ham, because of the stagger effect, he's going to drop some stuff. They actually drop bones, which you can use to make armor as well. See, he dropped these bone fragments. He didn't actually drop a bow, but they do have a chance to, which is why I thought, you know, let's try and kill him. All right, here we are. We are back at base camp, and now we can go ahead and craft ourselves a bow. You can see our fire is still actually burning. So now I'm going to make myself a crude bow. Next, what we're going to need is wooden arrows, which you can craft in batches of 20. So let's go ahead and craft those. Now, I recommend just carry on crafting them until you've got 100. I can go ahead and block with this, but I can also hold down the trigger. And as it gets tighter, my stamina gets less, as you can see, and I get more accurate. So if I go ahead and fire that arrow now, it's going to do the maximum amount of damage because the area is yellow. Now, currently, it doesn't seem like you can pick up arrows after firing them. I don't know if that will change in the future, but we will see. Oh, Jesus, I'm on fire. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, I'm fine. That... Jeez. Aha, I can see a bird. So let's go ahead and sneak. And then we can take a solid shot. Now, you need to aim quite high above the enemy with a crude bow. And there we go. We absolutely nailed it in the back and destroyed it there. Now we can go ahead and loot its feathers. We can also try and shoot this enemy down here. You see the drop off is really high for this bow. Let's go ahead and get closer. Take a shot. 38 damage, and we've improved our bow skill. Boom, 50 damage. Fantastic. So there you have it, my friends. You are now a sneak stealth archer from Skyrim. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. The next one's going to be linked below. And again, subscribe with the bell icon if you want to keep up to date with the series. I will be doing live streams where people can just hop on and join our world and explore it. Currently, as you guys can see, I've literally just explored this area. And that's the map. So there is a lot to explore. There's a lot going on. And the world is huge. Next episode, we'll do the first boss together. I'm super excited to do that. So I'll link the playlist below, and I'll see you in the next one. And also, do me a favor and check out Surfshark, linked below.